What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another start, bench, or cut video. If you guys have never seen one of these videos, basically I have a wheel full of teams. I spin this 3 times per position, and then between those 3 players picked, I decide which guy I would start, bench, or cut. And then I'm going to do that for QBs, running backs, receivers, tight ends, O-line, defense, and head coach. We're going to make 3 teams out of that, and then we're going to put them in the Madden and see what happens. Yeah, let's get into the video.
That's not what he wanted to cook.
Alright, so we're going to start with QBs. First QB we're going to get is Eagles, Jets. So that's Justin Fields. Alright, QB2. Who we getting? Tampa Bay Bucks. Baker Mayfield. Ooh, I'm happy about that. I love Baker. Alright, QB3. Joe Nix. Alright, 3 QBs are Justin Fields, Bo Nix, Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, I think he's going to be leading the league in yards. So he's going to be the starter. Bo Nix and Justin Fields. Alright, Bo Nix is going to be benched and Justin Fields is going to be the cut. Just because Bo Nix probably is in a situation where they have more faith in him. Alright, running backs. Joe Mixon. Alright, second running back. Falcons. Bijan. Ooh, nice. Like that we're getting him involved now. Alright, let's see our last running back. Third guy, Chicago Bears, D Swift. Alright, so Bijan, obviously number 1. Him and Jahmyr Gibbs are going to be the next Saquon and Derrick Henry. Then we're going to have Joe Mixon because he had a very good year last year. And then D Swift will be the cut guy. Alright, now on to receivers. We're doing this 3 times. Panthers. Who is the Panthers number 1? I think it's automatically Ted McMillan. Let's take a look at this depth chart. Ted McMillan, yep. Alright, let's see. Our second wide receiver. Packers. Who's the Packers number 1 receiver too? Oh, it's going to be Matthew Golden. So 2 rookies. Alright, let's see our next receiver. 49ers. So Brandon Ayuk. Alright, so our first set of receivers, we got Tet, Matthew Golden, and Brandon Ayuk. So I think I got to give it to Brandon Ayuk. He's the most experienced. He's made an All-Pro and a Pro Bowl. I think he's still going to have another good year. Then I'm going to say Matthew Golden. Matthew Golden, just because he has the better quarterback. And then Teddy Roland McMillan. Alright, second wave of receivers. Cleveland Browns. So that's Jerry Jeudy. Alright, next receiver. Got the Seahawks. JSN. Alright, final receiver for this set. Saints. So Chris Olave. Alright, so I got Jerry Jeudy, JSN, Chris Olave. I think this is pretty easy. JSN, Chris Olave, then Jerry Jeudy. Ooh, I mean, Jerry Jeudy couldn't really go above Olave just because of Olave's quarterback situation, but I'll keep it like this. Alright, final set of receivers. Got the Eagles, A.J. Brown. Alright, let's see who the next receiver is. Michael Pittman or Brian Thomas Jr.? Alright, let's see who the final receiver is for this. Ravens, Zay Flowers. Alright, final set of receivers. A.J. Brown, Brian Thomas, Zay Flowers. I think this is going to be in perfect order. A.J. Brown, Brian Thomas Jr., Zay Flowers. Alright, now off to tight ends. Chiefs, Travis Kelce. Wow. A kind of washed Travis Kelce, though. Alright, second tight end. Let's get like a George Kittle. Let's make this competitive. Packers, wow. Tucker Kraft. Who's his final tight end? Ravens, Bills. It's going to be Dawson Knox. Alright, our tight ends are Travis Kelce, Tucker Kraft, Dawson Knox. So Travis Kelce's obviously the starter. And then we got 2 guys that are barely starters. They both have backups that can easily take their job. I feel like Tucker Kraft has a better chance of maintaining his role than Dawson Knox. So we'll go Tucker Kraft, then Dawson Knox. Alright, now O-line. Colts O-line. Alright, let's see. O-line number 2. Rams. Nice. Final O-line. Raiders. Nice. Alright, so we got the Colts, Rams, Raiders. Rams are going to be the easy number 1. Then I think Colts is going to be the next. Got Quentin Nelson anchoring that. And then we're going to go Raiders. Alright, now defense. Browns defense. Alright, second defense. Seahawks. Alright, last defense. Raiders defense. Another Raiders. So, with this, I don't know, man. I don't know. Seahawks. Then we're going to go with Myles Garrett and the Browns, then Raiders. Alright, final thing. We're going to go with coaches. The Jets. Aaron Glenn. Let's see. Second coach. Dable. Brian Dable. Okay. Maybe he needs a good fresh start. Oh no, final coach. Bears. Ben Johnson. Oh my god. He might be the only rookie position I might have as a starter. Alright, so we got Brian Dable and 2 rookie head coaches. I think we're going to look at it. This is so easy. Ben Johnson, obviously number 1. Brian Dable, Aaron Glenn. Alright, cool. So my start team, we got Baker, hand the ball off to Bijan. throwing the ball to Ayuk, JSN, AJ Brown, and Travis Kelce, with the Rams O-line protecting him, and the Seahawks defense on the other side of the field, being led by Ben Johnson. The bench team, Bo Nix handing the ball off to Joe Mixon, throwing the ball to Matthew Golden, Chris Olave, Brian Thomas Jr., Tucker Kraft, with the Colts O-line blocking him, and the Browns defense on the opposite side being led by Brian Dable. And then finally the cut team, Justin Field handing the ball off to D. Swift, throwing the ball to Big Catch Tet, Jerry Jeudy, Zay Flowers, and Dawson Knox, with the Raiders O-line and defense being led by Aaron Glenn. I mean, I think this is the first time I'm going to start. The starter team has got this easy. This is crazy. This is no way starter does not win. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in Madden. Guys, welcome back to another start. Okay, load. Basically, I have a wheel full of teams. I spin this 3 times per position, and then between those 3, and then I'm going to do that for QBs, running backs, receivers, tight ends, O-line, defense, and head coach. We're going to make 3 teams out of that, and then we're going to put them in the Madden and see what happens. See what happens. And, yeah, let's get into the video. First Q. Eagles, Jets. So that's just all right, QB2. Who we getting? Baker not showing up. Then we're going to have Joe Mixon because he had a very year. And then we're doing, yep. Packers. All right, let's see our next receiver. Steelers? No, 49ers. All right, so our first set of receivers, we got Tet, Matthew Golden, and Brandon Ayuk. So, well, I think he's still going to have another good year. Then I'm going to say Golden, just because he has the better quarterback, and then Teddy Roland McMillan. Second wave of receivers. Cleveland Browns, that's Jerry Jeudy. Receiver. Got the Hawks 10. All right. Times Kelsey's obviously a starter. And we got two starters. They both have backups that can easily take their job. I feel like he has a better chance of maintaining his role. Dawson Knox. So we'll go Tucker Kraft, then Knox. All right. Fine. Colts O-line.
Yeah, I'm not getting everyone parfaits because that's going to be annoying.
Oh, you're just going Ben and Jerry's?
Pints of ice cream, or if you want something else sweet, that's fine.
I'll do Ben and Jerry's, like a dirt cake or something like that.
I don't know if they'll have that.
Whatever, chocolate and fun. Okay, give me a minute, I'll be out there. See, O-line number 2. Rams. Nice. All right, final D-line. Or final O-line. Raiders. All right, so we got the Colts, Rams, Raiders. Rams are going to be 1. Then I think Colts is going to be... All right, now defense. Browns. All right, second defense. Seahawks. All right, last defense. Another Raiders. So with this, I don't know, man. I don't know.